I'm also not wearing deodorant, I'm sorry. Today was supposed to be move-in day. We've got Quinn here. Instead of us like moving from my apartment now to the new one, because she already took time off work, we're gonna unmount my TVs. And as you guys know, 75-inch in the living room is trash. I asked maintenance to see like where I can even throw it away, and he said that you can throw it in the trash, which is strange because in Oregon you can't throw electronics in the trash. We ended up having to get a bit for the drill, and I didn't know what a bit was, so I told Quinn, you're gonna have to come to Home Depot with me. We're hungry now, and because today is officially my 1 year being in Arizona, we're gonna go get some food, and then maybe after we unmount the stuff we can go get drinks.
Yeah.
Well, this doesn't even fit in the thing. How do you get it in?
That's the right size.
Oh, is this the wrong way? Alright, Quinn, I'm confused. Oh, no, I don't understand. Why am I confused? What's happening? Do you want me to unscrew it though while you hold onto it?
Dang, that's actually fast.
Okay, well I can't hold this up on myself. Are you crazy?
Well, it's still being held by
what?
two more.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So now what?
You can't hold up that side? I'm holding
As
on this side.
soon as those unscrew, it's gonna tip to your side.
Okay, so.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what?
So
what
if you came in here, if you came
you
to the
want me
middle,
to hold both, or the entire
well, if you
thing?
came to the middle, I feel like you'd be able to hold both.
So you want me to do that?
Yep. Is it heavy?
No. Well, it's still hanging on to the thing.
Oh, that's true. Okay, hold on. Okay. One. Oops.
What?
Hold on. Can't see. Oops.
What? What is oops?
I just keep missing it. The drill is so heavy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really just oh yeah, thank you. Where?
Oh god.
Yeah. You know what a dolly is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That?
Yeah.
That's a.
This is a wooden dolly.
The dolly I know is the one where you.
No, that's a hand drum. Yeah.
You want to put it on? Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah, it don't really matter. Ew, please. Ta-da. Wait. That should work.
Imagine this pulling a thing this. What? I was like, why are you not throwing it?
Okay, so we ended up throwing the 75-inch TV away. We're so hungry. We're starving. And what was it? Chop Shop. They didn't really.
It didn't fill me up.
It didn't fill her up, and then all I got was a chai pudding. So I was like, this is not doing it. And then I was gonna have my quesadilla when I got home, and then I never did. We're just gonna go to the rooftop. It's called From the Rooftop. I've taken you guys there before. I'm gonna get a burger. I don't know what you're gonna get. And yeah,
Probably a burger.
yeah, I want to get a burger, and then we're gonna celebrate with drinks. I have really good margaritas, so I don't know if you're a margarita girl. I love their margaritas. I don't know, the drinks might wipe us out.
Honestly,
so
yeah.
We might be done for the day.
Drinks.
Yeah, we might be done for the day. Find out what tomorrow holds because you're probably busy, so I'll be moving by myself. Wow, I'm so dumb. Gosh. I was too distracted. Bro, today's not the day. Give me a sec in peace. I forgot to lock my Jeep, so we had to walk all the way back to lock the Jeep, but we ended up getting Jello shots for the road. So cheers. This is 13%, so I can't. It's not that strong. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That is strong.
I feel like I'm drinking nail polish remover.
That's all
like
I've had.
alcohol, not the flavor.
It does. Blue raspberry smash.
Strawberry slammer.
So good. This is so good.
And then I sent her another one, and
I don't get what they're talking about.
huh?
I don't get what they're talking about. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's happening, but I think
Yeah, he fixed this one. You guys are getting it behind the scenes of how I do my TikToks. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even recording the entire time. No, because tell me why this is the 18th try of me trying to record this video. Basically, I'm going to catch you up to speed without waterworks as to what has been going on and what this last weekend has really looked like. The 23rd was our 1-year anniversary of being in Arizona, and it's been bittersweet. I remember the first day walking in through my door and going to my balcony and seeing my view and not being able to comprehend that this is my kitchen, that this is my living room, this is our space after 1 year of not having a stable home. Like, this is our place. Our 1 year was on the 23rd. Cannot fathom the fact that we're leaving. However, I came to this realization too the other day, which I think I'll insert this little rant here that I had with you guys while I was at the park throwing the ball for days. It just hit me as to why I've been so emotional lately. I don't like to consider myself a very emotional person because, like, I can shut my feelings off really fast, but I've just been letting them flow. I've been allowing myself to feel and heal, and I think that's super healthy, and really realizing when it's okay to turn those feelings off and when it's okay to feel them. So I'm gonna insert that here. I figured it out. I figured it out. I'm sitting here pondering, wondering like why my emotions are always so up and down and why they've been so all over the place since I've been in my apartment. It's because when I was in my car, I was in fight or flight mode. I was in survival mode. And so I didn't have time to be sad. I didn't have time to deal with my emotions. I didn't have time to mope around and feel sorry for myself. And now that I'm in an apartment and I'm somewhere where I'm safe and I have privacy and I have a place to call home, I look back on all of these videos of Dace and I in our car. I just realized, like, wow, that really used to be us, and how was I not feeling even remotely close to the emotions that I'm feeling right now? And I've realized it's because, like, I just didn't allow myself to feel those emotions. I was already in such a vulnerable spot, but now that I'm in a safe space, all of my emotions are coming back up, and I've realized, like, on certain days, specific days, my body will recognize like what had happened on this day last year, because I'll have to go back and think, like, why am I feeling like super weird today? And then I'll go back and realize, oh my gosh, it's because this happened, that happened. Then it just makes sense. Like, my body remembers like anniversaries. My body subconsciously has anniversaries. It's not because I'm not on my period and I'm still feeling this way. So I'm like, it can't be my period. It can't be my hormones. Depression does not have a hold on me, and I've rebuked that in every way, shape, or form. So depression does not have a hold on me, and I'm not blaming anything on depression because I don't claim depression. I'm just standing here throwing the ball for days at the park, and I'm like, why am I feeling this way? And it's because I'm finally feeling the wrath of everything that we encountered last year and even the year prior, going in and preparing for this homeless journey. My body is basically trying to flush out all of the toxins, essentially. Basically been a year since I've been considered homeless. When have I ever had the time to just sit down and just cope with everything that we had been through? And I'm realizing that that's exactly what my body has been doing over this past year. It's been healing, it's been recovering, it's been trying to give myself grace. I always knew that our body like holds on to specific specific things for a long period of time, and it can even like hold on to us for a whole lifetime. Me thinking back at like how homelessness like affected us, it's almost like my body is finally catching up to speed and it's trying to process everything all at the same time. And because our minds and our bodies don't work like that, it can only cope with so much because we're only human. I'm feeling these waves of emotions and they come out of nowhere, and I have triggers, certain smells, certain songs, even just the way the wind touches my skin sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh, this reminds me back on this specific night. There are these triggers that you would never think of, that you don't know about until you've encountered them. It's just a process. Things just kind of happen out of nowhere, and it's when you don't expect it. It's honestly when you least expect it. You'll wake up super early in the morning thinking you're gonna have a really, really good day, and then your body just kind of plumps. And you honestly, like I said, just have to keep giving yourself grace. It's not that I didn't know that when I had gotten this apartment that this healing journey was gonna be like a piece of cake and it was gonna be super easy. Like, that's not the case at all. I knew that it was going to be hard. I knew that it was going to be a process. At the end of the day, I think it's just a matter of how much I allow myself to process. Anyways, my whole point is that I knew that me getting an apartment wasn't going to fix anything. That would have easily just been like a band-aid on an open wound that really needed like open surgery and a whole transplant and stitches and stuff. No, like I knew that this was going to be a process. My whole point is there's just times where these emotions I get flooded with, and sometimes I often think, why am I feeling this way? I can't be on my period because I just had my period. Trying to cope and execute these feelings. Nevertheless, the only way to cope is with Jesus, and that's all that I've been able to do, and just rely on him and to know that he knows my path, he knows the road that I'm on, he knows my journey, he knows my traumas, he knows my successes, he knows everything. And so the only thing that I can do is rely on him and lean on him when things just don't make sense, and when I do have all of these random emotions and triggers that just pop up out of nowhere and I don't know what to do with them. God is full of peace, and anything opposite of that is not from God. My traumas are my traumas, and my past is my past, and I can't change anything about it. And so all that I can do is lean on God. And so what I'm doing now is what I did when we were in our car, is just like leaning on him and knowing that everything that happens, he turns for good, and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. In Jesus' name. Anywho, understanding little things that I used to not understand as time goes on, as to why things had to happen the way that they happen, and why I have to feel what I have to feel, and that it's okay to feel and not be ashamed for feeling sad when you are overly grateful and you are overly thankful. I only feel guilty because I feel like, why am I so sad? Like, I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for what God has brought me through, and he hasn't failed me. Why would he fail me now? It's super common to feel sad but also grateful and thankful all at the same time, especially when somebody like myself has been through so much trauma. You're super sad, but you don't understand why you're super sad, because you can see how far that you've came. You can see where God has brought you. You can see the valleys and the shadows that God has brought you through, and you're wondering like, why are you so sad when you should be super thankful? And you are super thankful and you are super grateful, but it's more common than you think. And I'm realizing that, and I'm trying to give myself grace that it's okay to be sad, but just don't let the sadness consume you, and don't rely on that, because it's not true. The sadness will go away. Joy will come in the morning. If this can encourage any of you guys, this gives anybody some type of hope or encouragement, like I said, give yourself grace, because we are only human and we can only consume so much. Your feelings and your thoughts and the voices in your head, they can overtake you and they can consume you so much to the point you start to hear these voices as your voices, as your voice. At the end of the day, you just have to know who God says you are. Okay, now that you're caught up to speed with that, like I said, our 1 year was on the 23rd, and that was also supposed to be the day we were moving out. However, the new apartment that we're moving into, it's new, so it hasn't been lived in, so it's been sitting empty for over a year. And so I had walked it, and I had requested for them to do a third-party professional clean, so that's what they did. It had been in line to get cleaned, and so today I finally got the call saying that it was clean and it's ready to move in. Super excited about that. Everything's just so unorganized, everything's messy, everything's in totes, so anytime I need something, I have to go into the totes and get it. Everything is just so messy in here, you guys. It's just so messy, and when my space is messy, I'm messy up here, which is why I'm always cleaning, because I've taken responsibility over the fact that I am the problem as far as like messiness goes. I know I'm a messy person. I'm constantly cleaning up after myself. That's the deal. But this, as far as like moving and stuff goes, this is just like a whole nother level of like messiness. And so really I'm dealing with two things. I'm dealing with the, not that it's bad or anything, but I'm having like this whole 1 year anniversary of being in Arizona, and it's just like, is time going by seriously that fast? I feel like I moved in a few months ago, but no, it's been a year. It's been a year, you guys. I genuinely cannot believe it. A few things. I'm dealing with the fact that it's chaos in here. I'm dealing with the fact that I was supposed to move in on the 23rd, and I didn't because it hadn't been cleaned yet. And I'm also dealing with the fact that I have to move everything by myself. Quinn came over to help me move on the 23rd because that's when I was supposed to be moving and I was gonna need help, but the apartment wasn't ready yet. So what we figured we could do is at least help me unmount the TV. So that's what we ended up doing and then celebrating for our 1 year being here. But now I genuinely have to move everything by myself. And I mean everything. My bed, this couch, because the couch is here. The couch is here because they didn't tell me until after I bought it that I had 48 hours to bring it, to take it with me, to take it home. If I had known that I had only 48 hours to bring it home, I would have not gotten it, because what I had originally wanted was to like purchase something and then have a delivery date, because I didn't want to bring it to this apartment. I wanted it to be delivered at the new apartment. Anyways, I have this couch that I have to move by myself. The mattress I have to move by myself. I have the TV that's in my bedroom. I have to move that by myself. The dresser, I have to move everything. I have to move everything by myself. And honestly, like, I just didn't want to have to do it by myself. More so because like it's such like a big, exciting thing that I didn't want to have to do it alone. Like last year I had help. Sean helped me. Don't get me wrong, the help was awesome and I'm glad that I wasn't doing it all by myself, and the moral support was amazing. It was just such an exciting time. Anyways, I just am really dreading the fact that I have to do all this by myself. I have like one of the carts here. I have this cart here that I'm gonna use for like at least the totes and stuff and all these little random stuff to take everything down. And then I have this wooden dolly that I'm probably gonna have to put the couch on. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to put the dress. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, and that's why I'm a little bit stressed. I'm stressed that I have to do it by myself. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but obviously we're gonna have to make it work somehow, some way. I'm sure I can manage. I don't need anybody's help. I can do it myself. I would have hired movers if the circumstances were different, but you'll see why I didn't hire movers. Like it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. I think the TV and the couch is what and the mattress. Oh my gosh, it's just like all the huge things that I'm really just stressing about, and I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do that by myself. That's it. That's it. On another note, I did finish my graffiti painting. I'm super stoked with how it turned out. I didn't expect it to come out this way. It came out better than I even imagined. I ended up doing with the newspaper that I was trying to explain to you why I wanted the newspaper. But yeah, I ended up like just gluing newspaper down to it, spray painting over it, doing a whole bunch of graffiti and stuff. And when you think of graffiti, you think of like street work, you think of alleyways, and what is that called when you like spray paint on something that you're not supposed to? What is that called? I don't remember what that's called. Vandalizing. You think of like vandalizing stuff, but no, I love graffiti so much. And the fact that I was able to make it like biblical, I love it even more. And so basically what I did is I put names that God goes by, like Yahweh, Omega, Lord Almighty, Yahweh, I am. And I put a whole bunch of like Bible verses and scriptures that mean a lot to me on there. And I don't know, I just think it's so fun and so like different. I wasn't planning on doing any of that. It just kind of came to me and I just did it. Excited to start on my other canvases. I already started on one of my other canvases. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with that one. I guess I'm just kind of doing what I did with this one, just letting my creativity flow. I know a lot of people are going to think that this is not art, that this is not creativity, and it's trash and it looks like crap. And that's totally okay. We're all entitled to our own opinion, but I think this is art and I just love it so much. So it's a good thing that it's mine and it's going in my apartment. But yeah, I already started on one of the other canvases, so I'm excited to see how that one's going to come out. In other news, sorry that this vlog is just super... I don't even know what this vlog is, to be honest with you, but I feel like it's probably trash. It's just really all over the place, and that's really how my mind has been. So, I mean, it makes sense. Once everything gets in order and everything is settled in, I will be able to be more organized. You know what I mean? I'm going to end this vlog before it gets any darker because I still have yet to take Dace to the park, and it's finally cooling off outside. So we're gonna do that. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this vlog somewhat, and we'll see you in the next one.